Hi, Hazel. I'm very happy to see you back. Um, why don't we get started on maybe discussing how things are going since the last time we spoke?
Hi, I'm glad to be back. Since last time, I've really been trying to distinguish when is a good time to take time for myself and when is a good time to work on my schoolwork. I've still been struggling with my coursework in organic chemistry because it is a lot of reading. I've been working on spending more time on it, but I still do catch myself on my phone when I know I should be working on OChem and still feeling super overwhelmed.
All right. Well, um, I definitely know what it's like to be a student, and I know that things can get stressful and things sometimes just take up a bunch of time. Um, I think it's great that you've been working on having you time and then also having time for you to work on school work, things of that sort. I actually did some research. You did say you attend UNLV, so I did some research on their tutoring programs. I did find some information. Um, I guess they have a virtual tutoring lab at the moment. I think it would be great if you are interested. It would be a great resource for you to look into and see if maybe they have some OChem grad students that would be willing to help. That could be an option for you, definitely. Um, I know that we discussed working on balance. What have you been doing to actually try to work more of a balance into your life?
So what I've been doing is I saw that it was really good for you to set a timer for 45 minutes and work for those full 45 minutes and not look at anything else to distract you, and then take a 15-minute break to kind of reward yourself. And that's been working pretty well, but I do catch myself taking more than 15 minutes sometimes, or just not really having the motivation to even set a timer to make sure that I finish my work. And like I said last time, I do work at Sephora, so I'll when I do work, I'll make an excuse that, oh, I have work, so I don't have to do chem today. And I think that's really taking a toll on my studying habits as well, trying to replace work with when I should be studying.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you've been working on trying to do more of a structural study session, which can be very beneficial. Um, I think it's important to remind ourselves whenever we're working on something that not everything is going to be perfect. Um, I don't think that's something that we should strive for. Uh, I think things take time. It'll come naturally to you eventually. But I think it's great that you're definitely working on it. Um, you know, I think it's important whenever we get frustrated or anything like that, or we get down on ourselves because we think we're not dedicating enough or we're dedicating too much or something like that. It's always important to remember or remind ourselves of our successes. You know, you're a student, you're working hard. You know, I think it's important to remind yourself that you are great and you're working hard on your things, and it's important to reward ourselves. So I don't think you should necessarily feel bad for doing so. Um, why don't we discuss maybe what you think distracts you the most? I think it's important for maybe you could recognize what it is that distracts you the most during your study sessions, and then maybe we can figure out a way to steer ourselves in a different direction.
Yeah, I think what really distracts me the most is obviously my phone, because my whole life is on my phone. When I do focus on schoolwork, I'll have people texting me or something. And that's why I was trying to set a timer to not look at my phone or have any distractions. But I think a phone definitely is something that stands out as a distraction. Also, doing my makeup, sometimes I'll take longer because I'll dread having to go and do my chem work. And I think that that also is taking a toll, is me dreading to have to do it.
Yeah. You know, that I think that's very understandable. What I'm hearing is that sometimes you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and try to seek some sort of out. Um, and I think during those times, it's important again for you to just remember that it's okay to give yourself the break and the time you need. Just remember that whenever you do give yourself a break, you do eventually have to return to things if it's something you'd like to continue working on, such as your degree. Um, in terms of the phone, I completely understand. Trust me. um, the technology these days, we have access to everything basically, and I know that can get very distracting. Um, I think it would be nice if maybe we could try some techniques like maybe turning off our phones or leaving our phones in a different room in that moment. Um, but I think everything you're doing great. And it seems like a balance is what your goal is, and that's what you're trying to achieve. So that sounds all very, very great. Um, Maybe we can discuss next time some updates on how it's going with the phone and the distractions, and maybe we can also discuss motivation and drive in terms of your degree. Nothing's permanent, and it's all about you being comfortable and you being happy and feeling safe in your environment. Would you like to make another session?
Yeah, I would love to. That sounds great.
Sure, we can get that started.
Okay, I'll see you next time.
See you next time.